And we are back. Here we go, live from the Cincy Light Studios. It is the Bearcat Breakdown with Chad Brendel and former GM of the Cincinnati Bearcats, Chris LePore, live from Jacksonville, working a little MTE down in Jacksonville. Still in the game. Like you can take the man off the staff, but you can't take the staff off the man, right?
We are back.
It's good to see you, brother. How you been?
Good to see you too, man. Ready to get back after it. It's hoop season in Cincinnati. Come on, baby.
We got a new sponsor. You like that?
I love it.
Little title sponsor, the Cincy Light Studios.
Come on, baby.
Maybe next time you're in town, I'll get you hooked up. Get you a little Cincy Light to take back to Louisville.
Little upgrade.
Yeah, just working on some business, handling some business while we've been apart.
Bearcat Journal HQ has gotten an upgrade. We are so back.
All right, man. Well, it is time for the breakdown. It's time to get back to business. And if we're going to break down anything over these first 5 games for the Cincinnati Bearcats, there's really only one option, right, Chris?
I think it's pretty obvious what we have to do here for the first class of the year. We have what the advanced analytics are calling the number 3 offensive player in the country. So when you're shooting 65% from 2 and from 3, you get the nod and the green light for the first Brendel breakdown. Let's go.
Bearcat breakdown. This is not remember we got the Brendel breakdown. I didn't break down anything. You broke and so it wasn't the Brendel breakdown. It's the Bearcat breakdown.
It just rolls off the tongue better. All right, let's jump right into it. We are going to break down how are they getting him open? What kind of shots is he getting in the flow of their offense? Let's take a look at some of their sets and just kind of get an overall idea of where he fits into this offense and how they have created some specialty tricks for him to be the vocal point right now. All right, kind of a base set here where we're going to start 2 bigs high in what we call a staggered double ball screen. Okay, Jizzle coming off to his left hand here, and you'll see the ball will move to Simas here in a second. So he'll kind of come off these 2 screens. As you'll see, I'm going to rewind that just a little bit. We're not really trying to screen hard. This play isn't, we're not really trying to get Jizzle downhill. So we don't need to screen super hard here. More so just trying to get the ball to what we call the second side. Okay, we had one side over here. Now we're coming to the second side ball screen. All right, and you'll see it's another staggered double ball screen, right? This time it's guard to guard with Jizzle, and it's cleaned up with Aziz. All right, now we are trying to screen there, and as you can see, we have what we call, if we were paying attention last year, we covered this one quite a bit, what we call an exit play, okay, where we have a ball screen on one side, we have the ball screen action here, and we have a pin down action on the back side. Okay, what happens a lot of times is this defender will get caught watching the ball in the ball screen, and that pin down will lead to a wide open 3. If they cover it well, a lot of times what it leads to is lack of gap defense, and now we can turn the corner and get downhill. That's where you see a lot of those lobs for Aziz that we've been throwing. So there's a lot of intricacies to this offensive set. First side, staggered double ball screen, pass it, follow it, staggered double ball screen again. Now we've got the exit play, could maybe throw the lob, might have the 3, and we have Simas downhill off his right hand where he is very dangerous. So he's in a lot of ball screens. That's where we're going to start covering some of the ball screen actions that they're running for him. Let's break this press real quick. Thank you, Day-Day. All right, again, kind of a funky defense here, right? So we're not going to break down a ton of sets from this game. But again, you'll see a very similar action as we broke in the press. NKU plays that funky match zone. Is it man? Is it zone? Do you run your zone stuff on offense? Do you run your man stuff?
You run your man stuff, Chris.
I don't know. We'll see. Definitely.
What Jim Boeheim always used to say, the reason he played that 2-3 zone is because teams have hundreds of plays in man-to-man. They have like 5 plays in zone. So he wanted to get them down to the fewer number of plays.
Absolutely. A lot less to guard.
Right.
Guard and zone actions. And, zone actions, there's not a ton of creativity. He saw the same stuff over and over again. Very similar here with the match, but you'll see a man set here. Very similar, kind of a staggered high ball screen. Move it to Simas. And again, we're in that high ball screen with Aziz and Simas. We maybe have the roll. If they're covering the roll, we should have that throwback. Now we've got shooters all over the place that make you think twice about leaving them open in that corner. So Simas very good in a ball screen. You see, it's like it's a rule of thumb. If you see 2 coming at you hard, you get off the ball quickly, throw it back or move it to the strong side. So use the ball screen, gets rid of it. No advantage created, so we drive and kick. Now the ball's back to Simas, and just kind of in their flow. When you're feeling it like this, when you're feeling it like Simas is feeling it, even though the catch and shoot wasn't there, he's in rhythm, playing off the bounce a little bit. So he's in a lot of ball screen action, but he's also got the ball in his hands late clock as the shot creator down the stretch. All right, again, a series of high ball screens, right? You have to get through a lot of ball screen action when you're guarding the Bearcats right now. All right, so double high ball screen, move it to the second side.
And just so
Yep, go
people
ahead.
are like, just because it's shown as a double ball screen, it doesn't mean that every time it has to be like executed
Right,
perfectly, running the guy off of the screen. Like it's the
right.
action, right, that you're trying to get people's eyes
No
confused.
doubt, no doubt. They're building action here, um, and it's just a lot to guard. It's a lot to communicate. It's a lot to deal with. Are we switching this one? Are we getting under this one? Are we hedging the second one? Are we switching the second one? It's a lot to communicate, a lot to think through. But here's a wrinkle out of that original set. We were watching what we were calling the exit. Okay, so double ball screen, move it. We've got the double ball
Here's the
screen
exit.
again, and then there's the exit on the weak side. And you can see, like, Jizzle knows this is option 1 here. You can see his eyes are already there. If option 1 was for him to turn the corner, he'd look a lot different coming off this ball screen. Now there's a little bit left to be desired with our screening angle here. It looks like we should have him dead based on how much separation there is between Simas and his defender. Right, we should have him dead. Catch and shoot 3. Screen doesn't exactly connect in the chest, but he's feeling it. So a nice little exit set there. Love to see the different creative ways they're getting him open right now and to see the full package. All right, love this. A little misdirection hitter. All right, so this time we don't start with a ball screen action. We're going with this is what we call a stagger away. All right, typically here will come off the stagger ball screen, or he can reject it, which means he fakes to come off it and goes out the weak side. That's what he does here. Good cut there. Maybe open, right? That could be there sometimes. Josh is going to come back and get the catch. And now we've got what we call a baseline runner action. There's going to be 2 screens, one set by Betsy, one set by Paige. And we should be able to get Simas a catch and shoot 3 here, having to fight through 2 screens. He's got that shot fake weapon, and he's just feeling it. Let's watch that set one more time. Love this action. Love the baseline runner action. And it doesn't go right into a baseline runner, right? There's this setup with the stagger ball screen to disguise it. And see how you got to be a good actor if you want to get yourself a shot. Simas is just hanging out there. Doesn't look like a play is about to be run for him. He's just hanging, and then, he's maybe not the fastest dude in the world. All of a sudden, coming off 2 screens, well executed, big time shot. All right, another misdirection action here. Love this. Fast forward here. Sorry. All right, there we go. All right, again, see the double ball screen, right? We're not really trying to turn the corner here. We're just trying to get to the second side. Okay. Again, double ball screen. Looks like we're maybe getting to the exit on the weak side, right? Same play. Okay, maybe have the lob to Aziz. There's a lot of options on this play. All right, but nothing's there. All right, now when nothing's there in the offense, typically what you're going to see is we're either going to pass it and there's going to be a screen, or one of the bigs is going to come out and kind of show their hands and get to kind of your NBA Jokic 5-out motion. And that's what you see here. Aziz comes out, gets a catch at the top of the key, and now we're just playing this little two-man game. Okay, Aziz can keep it, he can drive it, he can look to hand off with Simas, he can turn the other way and go hit Jizzle or Connor and go play on that weak side. A lot of freedom here with the ball. This is a unique way. Simas doesn't have the back cut, and then they post him up. So another way they're trying to get him touches. They're setting him a ton of ball screens. They're using misdirection to get him coming off of baseline staggers, and they're posting him. And you see 5 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock, trying to get the ball in his hands. Not the perfect outcome, but just another way that they're utilizing him. And of course, the Bearcats are on the board there. That helps. All right, and then some of the ways he's just naturally getting shots throughout the course of the game. Obviously, in transition, got to locate him right away. And when you're really feeling it, I guess you get the green light to shoot it from there.
Wes tried to tell me in the post game he didn't shoot it from the logo. If that's not from the logo, what is?
Woo, I don't know about that one, Coach. That's logo land right there. My goodness.
He didn't shoot it from the. Yeah, he did.
Fun to
I mean,
watch.
he didn't have a foot on it, but he was logo adjacent.
Fun to watch. Fun to watch. All right, so again, we're starting with this weak side action stagger away from the ball. Okay, so not your ball screen action. Starting with some motion away from it. Get the ball in his hands early. Now he's got the option. He can flip it back to Jizzle or he can drive it. Okay, keeps it himself. Nothing there on the back cut by CJ. And now it's just motion. Okay, so we should see a ball screen coming, or we should see some 5-out coming here. The thing that makes Simas so dangerous is he can be the one who's in the action, receiving the ball screens, getting the post feed, coming off staggers, but he can also play around the action when it's Jizzle's turn or Day-Day's turn or someone else to get in that ball screen. He's really good at playing around the action, finding the gap, whether it's a lift or a slide, to find his own shot. And Jizzle's got great vision to put the ball on the money. And obviously, Simas is shooting it at a really high clip right now. So love that he can play in the action and around it. Yeah.
You can play it, but how important is it to have a guy that doesn't have to have the ball? I've talked about this a lot with Connor, but like if you look at Simas usage rates, they're low in comparison to guys that are putting up the type of stats that he's putting up. You got two of those guys on the floor that just they don't need the ball to be effective. It's killer for a defense.
Oh, no question. No question. When you've got balance like that, you can put different guys in the action. And you're right. His usage numbers are not off the charts because he doesn't have to be in the action every play. They'll call his number to get him in a ball screen coming off his right hand, or to get him in a stagger,
But
baseline
like in this
runner
play,
type of action.
He touched the ball for what, half a second in this play?
Yeah, that's about it. All it took. All it took. All right, so again, we're back to that original set where we have the two ball screens high. We're going to reverse it to Simas. We're coming right back into that guard-to-guard ball screen double stagger. And when you have a guy like Simas, he's a physical driver too. All right, really dangerous coming off his right hand. So again, same set. They love this set for him. Going to see it all year. Get him to his right hand. Not everything's a 3-ball. All right, again, similar set, right? We've seen this one a bunch The other thing I think that makes Simas special as a player is that he's not always thinking shot. Okay, yeah, again, so nothing was there, okay? The play got jammed up. It looked like maybe our timing was off. We didn't get the action we were looking for. There's some confusion on the backside with Josh and Betsy. We don't really know what we're doing. So anyways, that's okay, right? Let's pass it, move it, and then we'll get to some kind of 5 out or ball screen, which is what happens here with Paige. Okay, ball back to Simas. And again, he sees 2 guys, right? He sees 2 bodies, and this is just high IQ basketball. When you see 2 bodies in a ball screen, 2 bodies right there, get off of it, move the ball, which is exactly what he does. Finding Paige. Not a selfish player at all. Love that about Simas's game. Doesn't need the ball, and then when he has the ball, doesn't have to shoot it. Makes plays for others. All right,
Shoot
again.
it.
There
Shoot
he is.
it.
Yeah. I'm okay with shooting this one. Let it fly, man.
Shoot the J.
All right, again, trying to get him coming off his right hand in the ball screen. Sees bodies, makes the right play. He's got a very simple game, doesn't try to do too much, and he's having a fantastic year.
Good stuff. So if you were
Love
wondering,
to see it.
how is he being so efficient? How are they getting him open? There's a good look at, I think a lot of those sets, principles are stuff they're using very regularly to get him the ball. And like I said, it's so deadly on a defense when you can't leave a guy because he doesn't have to have much time with it. Like it doesn't,
Right.
he's not going to catch and gather and ISO you. No, if you leave him for half a second, he's either going to shoot it over you or he's going to follow the action, follow the play, make the right pass. If the pass is the right move, get a little, that addition really of that like 8-footer, 10-footer or whatever that
Yeah,
he's kind of been
absolutely.
floating
That
up
little
with his
floater.
right hand
Yeah.
has been a great addition this year.
Yeah, no doubt. So that's kind of the CMOS package right now. I'm really looking forward to see how, what wrinkles come out of that. So we will definitely revisit this and nerd out some more on some offense. But next time, we'll preview some of the big matchups coming up, and we'll dive into what's going on the defensive side of the ball.
We got Nova coming up. You're going to have to stop Eric Dixon, maybe get a
Come
little
on,
Eric
baby.
Dixon package. He's got
Absolutely.
30+ point games. So
Yep.
he's going to be a problem. Got to figure out how to slow him down. And then that team across town that I don't really talk about, we got them to talk about too. So
We'll get there. We'll
let's
get there.
have
One
some
game
fun.
at a time. One game at a time, baby.
We'll have some fun with it. All right, brother. Enjoy Jacksonville.
All right.
Have fun with the tournament, and we'll see you in a couple of days.
Class is over.
That is the Bearcat Breakdown, hosted by me and my guy, Chris LePore. We'll see you next time. The Cincy Light Studios right here on BearcatJournal.com.